What's up, guys? Today we're going to be going through my top 5 stock picks for February of 2025. And the first one on my list is going to be NVIDIA. This one I started buying shares at about $120 a share. And for me, the valuation is decent here. I think for a long-term investment, there's definitely money to still be made. But the stock is still trading at a pretty high valuation, over $3 trillion market cap. So the stock, it could fall more in the short term, and if that happens, then I would pick up more shares, but I still think it's an attractive investment at $120 a share. The next one on my list is going to be AMD. Similar story here. AMD is normally looked at as the second player after NVIDIA, and now AMD, though, has fallen. The stock has fallen a lot more than a stock like NVIDIA has. So I feel comfortable buying AMD at about $110, $115 a share, which is I believe where it's at today. And I think AMD should have a pretty strong turnaround year here in 2025. And so that is going to be my second pick. My third pick is going to be my favorite one. This one I'm really excited about. I've been talking a lot about this on my channels. That is going to be Super Micro Computer, which is ticker SMCI. And this one, the valuation, I started buying this at $20 a share, bought more at $30 a share, and today it's at $41, I believe. So SMCI, the valuation is very cheap. I think the products are great. The only problem is they have not reported earnings in over a year now. That's why the stock fell so much. But I believe the stock should be at least $80, if not $100 a share. The next one on my list is going to be Pepsi. I also talked about this one. I wrote an article on why I'm bullish on this. But Pepsi is, I made this into a pretty decent sized position just because the dividend, I believe, is over 3.5%. And then the stock is just trading really cheap. I think it's $143 a share. It's just a very cheap stock now. The PE is down. And although they lost their deal with Costco flipped it for Coke products, but they also got a deal with Subway. So Subway is now switching from Coke to Pepsi products, which from my calculations should add about $700 million in sales. So that's a great thing for Pepsi. Now keep in mind, Pepsi also they also sell snacks. They also have healthier items, healthier substitutes. So Pepsi, I'm not super worried about. I think it's just a very conservative play. And I think once I make my 15 or 20%, I'm hoping just to sell that one as soon as possible. Then finally, we have Texas Roadhouse. This is ticker TXRH. Now, this one I just started buying very recently, and I bought a very small position. I think only a couple shares, just because the stock has come down a little bit, but not enough for me to say, this is a fantastic deal and I got to pick up a bunch of shares. So if the stock were to go to, let's say, maybe 150, 140, then I'd be more excited to make this into a real position. But right now, I'm just starting to pick up a couple shares just because I really like Texas Roadhouse. They got good numbers. The restaurants are always packed. There's always, like a 2-hour wait there on the weekends. So that's just a stock that I'm not too worried about. I think they're going to do fine with growth and everything. And so those are my 5 stock picks for February. Pretty much all those companies I have made detailed analysis videos on my YouTube channel, Stock Talk with Nico Criticos. So if you want to see all the breakdowns and stuff, go check that out on my YouTube. But those are my 5 top stock picks for this month.